On your report, I did not hear anything to do with those children. Do they have sufficient for them to live like any other children who are outside prisons? Like, do they have court beds, or medical facilities also for recreation? As the told us, they need they need them. I just want to find out from you what you are doing with the children who go into prison with their mothers. And also, there's an issue of the disabled who are in prisons. Their facilities, on that one, she will assist. I know she's so much on that subject. What are you doing to prisoners who are disabled? I think those are my two questions. I will give this chance to other honorable members. Honorable Senator Shi.
Thank you very much, Chair. Maybe I can add on that one. Maybe the Chair is referring to the facilities on accessibility, the issue of universal designs. How are the facilities for persons with disabilities, and also sign language? The officers are able to communicate with the deaf. The prisons. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further questions? Honorable Mpass.
Thank you, Chair. I think I've got 3 questions. The first question is that we understand, according to your presentation, that the population of the prisoners is too high. I would want to know how many doctors do we have countrywide in view of the numbers that we have there. The other question is that what are the diseases that are usually affecting prisoners and why, in your view? Last question is that you have mentioned that you've got a problem in getting the money as per bid every year, not even 1 year that you've mentioned. What, in your view, what do you think is the reason behind? Is it because they just hate you, or we are not doing what should be done? Thank you very much.
Honorable Mavunga.
Thank you very much, Director, for your report. My question basically is to do with juveniles that are in prison. I want to find out, do you have any psycho support in respect of those children who are actually in detention? And also, how are you catering for their mental health, considering this incessant on drugs and that is currently affecting the country?
Last question. Thank you, honorable members. I give the chance to our Commissioner General to respond. You can also be assisted by your Chief Director, since there are questions to do with finances. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Maybe I will first respond to the questions that you put across. The one with regards to children who come to prison with their mothers. May I bring it to the attention of the House that at the prisons we only allow children to be in prison up to the age of 2 years. Thereafter, we engage other stakeholders to take over. During the time when these children are with us, the budget which we get in the prison is all, it caters also for them. You may be interested to know why do we have creches that we have in our cantonment areas. Those creches are not mainly for prisoners' children only. They are attended across the board by officers' children and those from the prison. So mainly they are well catered for in terms of interaction with the outside world, because the creche is not right in the prison, but it is a distance from the prison. Like it could be there. If you go there, it could be female. You will find the creche is a little bit distant from the could be female prison. So they mix with others, they get whatever people are getting there. But I may not want to give a wrong picture that when they are in prisons, they all have hot baths. They only use the bathing facilities which their mothers do have. So in terms of medication, they are well catered for. In terms of schooling, they are well catered for. There was a question that she was asked about facilities of those who live with disabilities. What the organization is doing. We have made a deliberate strategy, starting with the Harare remand. If you go there today, we have constructed the ramps so that when for their mobility, we have put some showers which they can use, some toilets which they can use. We intend to cascade this throughout the country wherever that situation is not available as of now. But that is a deliberate attempt, and we are going for it. We are very much aware of that. The sign languages, we had some few officers who were put in sign languages, but now because of the staff turnover that is taking place, I cannot guarantee that we will still have that number in place. But we assist with that issue. In our training programs, we have identified that we definitely need to have those. Besides those who speak sign or who do sign languages, we do have prohibited immigrants who come from other countries and happen to be in prisons. Now we need our officers to be knowledgeable of several languages, because communication at times it can become very difficult. Very, very difficult. Maybe you can come with some others.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I think I will respond to the issue of the budget inadequacies there. My answer, I think, is not that the Minister of Finance hates us. No, I think it is I think it is that the cake is just small. The needs of the country, we appreciate that they are huge. So the cake, we are just getting just a slice from the cake. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. You can go ahead, the Deputy Commissioner, on other questions. The juveniles and the like.
Okay, thank you very much. Each and every province has a medical doctor. The challenge that we face, honorable members, is getting psychiatric doctors. That one is the national challenge.
Oh, can you put on the mic?
Sorry. I said the main challenge that we are facing is getting psychiatric doctors. The general practitioners, we do have them in every province. There's no problem. And in case one of our doctors is not present, we interact very well with the Ministry of Health and Child Care provincial hospitals that we are within our tactical areas. We don't have challenges with that. But the issue of psychiatric doctors, that one is a big challenge. Although we sometimes get assistance from Ministry of Health itself and also from the University of Zimbabwe. They come and assist us. Then honorable members wanted to know what we are doing with the juveniles. We have young offenders prison that is in Midlands. There are a lot of rehabilitative activities that are taking place there. Social, psychosocial support, and we do have academic lessons that are taking place at the juvenile center there. We impart skills to them so that when they go out, they have something to do. They become law-abiding. From our prisons across the country, we make every effort. If all the formalities are done, the juveniles have to be transferred to our young offenders. That is where we want them to be. But it has to follow the procedures. But from each and every prison that we have, we are sensitive to their plea. Once we have them, we need to isolate them, put them on their own as far as possible. The diseases which affect inmates, there are various, but some of them we don't have problem with them because our doctors can manage them. The ones that mostly affect us much are those of mentally challenged inmates. They do not become mentally challenged in prison. Some of them come like that. So the challenge there now is the availability of the antipsychotic drug, as I've mentioned in my presentation. That at times we fail to find those drugs, even from that farm, from anywhere. Managing that lot is something else, honorable ministers. Those inmates who suffer from those kind of diseases, they tend to be violent to themselves, to the other inmates, and to the officers who are looking after them. You can imagine one taking his tools that he put there and splashing it on an officer. It happens when there are no drugs. But this is why we are there to take care of them. Some of the diseases, as I have said, we are proud as a nation. During the COVID, I think we lost about 54, a small number. I'm not saying it's very small, it's insignificant, but I'm saying we are proud of that. We managed to contain it. We did not have a disaster because of our functional health system in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. Wherever we need assistance, we easily go to them. And the last one, cholera, we had no problems with them. I think the issue of underfunding is been said. We are not saying they don't like us, no. But it's an issue of priority. We need to prioritize where we put our money. Instead of putting money on buying food, let's put money on acquisition of irrigation infrastructure. A case in the point, honorable members, is of Zambia. Zambia Correctional Service is the cornerstone of Zambia food basket as we speak. They have got vast tracts of land. they've been given adequate irrigation infrastructure. So food production in Zambia, is where it is because of the correctional service. We are saying, as small as we are, given what we are investing in irrigation infrastructure, definitely, we will change the game. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner General. We want to have another round. I don't know, honorable members, have all your questions been answered? Everyone's question has been answered. Now we are going for another one. It's in a supplementary one.
Yeah.
Okay, supplementary, Chief Muguman.
Thank you, Chair. Mine is
Organization efforts. You can supply all your prisons and if you surplus for the nation. And also we hear of issues, I don't know whether it's true or not, that some prisoners are affected with the STIs while it's inside. Is it true, Commissioner General? And how does that happen when females stay in their own cells and males in their own cells? Senator
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Maybe just wanted to find out on recruitment. Do you also consider persons with disabilities who are qualified, or you just look at the fitness? Like you can have someone who's deaf, but if you have that inclusive policy, it will assist more sign language, because you have someone and a disability, you won't be dealing now with assumptions because we never want to move at home system. So, instance.
Oh, yes, the one. Oh, it's done. Honorable Basi.
Thank you. Commissioner General, we have talked about the farms and the farm that is in Rungu, farms that we have. Are you able to give us a report, production report of what is happening currently, so that we understand why you would want equipment to the farms? What are you doing? What is happening? Are you able to give us a report? Thank you.
Any other question from honorables? Taurai Mama Chitonga. Do we have someone who can translate Chitonga here and answer the pitch? Not now. Do you understand Tonga? Any other honorable who understands Tonga who can assist in translating to our Deputy Commissioner General?
Okay,
Right. Quiet.
Then mendokuzizya ali nibechanagazi. Then ubechaluni. Ma toilet abo akalagasanzibwa na chonse chindi.
Toilets. You want to know what toilets Akamira saying?
Ndikuti ma toilet eva kadzi kana kuti eva rume anogara achigezeswa here every day, because prison nakanaka kuona.
Thank you. So she needs a comment on the bathroom facility. Maybe Deputy Commissioner General.
Honorable members, the issue of children who come with their mothers, whom we have mentioned that we are with them for not more than 2 years. At the end of 2 years, we give the inmates the opportunity to decide where that child go. If she has relatives, we engage the relatives. If there are no relatives, there is the Ministry of Social Welfare. They are already in. But usually, when these come to prison, we just give them a shout so that they know that there it could be a female inmate has been admitted with a minor, so that they are aware. And also, whilst we have the female inmate in prison, tentatively we reach to the relatives so that we prepare them for that. But may I state that it is very difficult to separate a mother and a child. It is very separate, but we have officers who are capable of doing that. We have chaplains, psychologists, we do have them. So this is what happens. Honorable member wanted to know about our staff development courses. With the Zimbabwe prisons and the correctional service, education is a priority to officers. We do have officers attending academic education in most of these universities which are with us or around us in the country. They are also selected to go for the presidential scholarships. They go outside. We are also seized with the issue of benchmarking with other countries to see the best practices in rehabilitation. We are doing exchange programs with our surrounding neighbors. Recently, there was a workshop, a one-week workshop for officers in charge from Namibia, Zambia, South Africa, Eswatini. This was held in Eswatini. That exchange is a very important forum where they exchange and fertilize the ideas that we have. We also have organizations like the Human Rights Commission.
Did you attend because you mentioned the other countries, no mention about Zimbabwe. Was Zimbabwe also represented?
I said we send our officers.
Okay.
Zimbabwe was represented.
Okay.
And many of these countries, they want to benchmark with the Zimbabwe. Because we have trained officers from Namibia, from Zambia, from Eswatini, from Botswana. We have trained them. Over and above what I said, we have other organizations in Zimbabwe, including the Human Rights Organization. They go to Ndawaziduna Training School. We give them opportunities to train our officers to interact with our officers on the best ways that can be done so that we preserve the human dignity while these inmates are incarcerated. And we also have representation across the board from several. So staff development is moving on very well. The staffing in the organization, we talked about 14,837, if I'm not mistaken. It's a good number if we look at it. We are only worried with the turnover that is currently in the country. We are very worried, especially on the health side. There's this issue of going outside, going to dinner. It is affecting us badly. Our technical section has been depleted, but it's a passing phase. We engage the employer, the Public Service Commission, and usually we are given the opportunity to recruit and fill those gaps, although it is not easy. Most training takes a longer time. We talked about Zimbabwe. Maybe Honorable Minister, if given the opportunity, I would prepare a detailed Urungu production report which I can then give to the Honorable Chair, so that it is factual. But may I bring to your attention that the water bodies at home, there is a big dam there. In the same river, I think there are about 3 dams there. If it is a good season, we don't have any problems. But if it is a season like this one that we've been in, it's difficult. But we are putting balls on our own. Recently, I think this past week, we put up 2 balls at Horongwe prison. In Mutumurefu prison, we put up 6 balls from our resources, just to try and make up for the difference that is there. And it's paying dividends, A very interesting question, Honorable Chair, is STIs in prisons.
Yes. Sure.
I'm glad you said these rumors.
Yeah.
Rumors are rumors. There are no conjugal rights in prisons. We don't give them opportunity to sleep with whom they want to sleep with. If they decide to agree between the 2 of them to sleep with each other, if we come to know that, then that's a criminal case. We will refer them to our courts and they will be dealt with accordingly. The inclusiveness in recruiting, maybe I would want to say that one of the criteria is that we emphasize mostly is on physical fitness.
Yes.
Why? Because of the rigors in training. The training is very difficult. That is why we emphasize on that. But over and above that, there are some groups that we have included in our training. We have those, the albinos, because they will be fit, it's only the skin pigment. There's no problem with that. We have them and they are doing well. And this, the House of Parliament, they've given an instruction or a waiver on the recruitment of people from the marginalized areas like the Khoisan in the San community in Matsau. We have recruited them without O levels. We are sending them to school. They are doing well, and we are happy with that. Thank you.
Maybe on that one, Deputy Commissioner General, on technical staff, chairpiece, some duties, maybe that's where she wants to find out. Are you recruiting some of those, not only those to go for prison cut, not for cut duties, maybe the duties to do with the finance, like finance department here, administration, something of that.
Thank you very much, Chair. When we recruit, we say 5 O levels, but you will be surprised that we have a very big number of graduates that are recruited in the organization. Various professional courses, they are there, but we also upgrade them. When the need arises, they are all studying. 4% at any given time of the staff that is on duty should be on study leave, doing various courses that we deem necessary for the organization to move forward. But recently, we have been affected by this turnover. Those with the financial background, I don't know where they are going. They are flying away. I think they are divine. She can elaborate.
Yeah.
We are having a challenge, especially in the finance department. There is brain drain there, so it's a real challenge. But we'll continue to train others as we go.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief. Your question was answered when you were outside. You said if the child doesn't have